With a new updated tax law and the filing deadline fast approaching, your W-2, your W-4, and your W-9 are not just paperwork. They control how much you pay, how your income is reported, and whether your withholdings are accurate. I originally recorded this video before we built out our studio, so the production is simpler, but the content is still highly relevant. Whether you're an employee updating your W-4 or you're reviewing your W-2 for the first time, or you're a contractor filling out a W-9, or a business owner issuing 1099s, these documents directly affect your tax outcome. So this video explains all of these forms so that you can go into this tax season prepared and in control.
The key variable that dictates which form you need to complete is whether or not you're an employee or an employer. So let's start off with the easy one, which is the employee. If you're an employee, you have to complete what's called a W-4. Now, what's the purpose of the W-4? It's to let your employer know how much of your paycheck you want taken out for federal taxes. Because during the year, when you're getting paid, a portion of your paycheck is withheld and used to pay your estimated income taxes for federal purposes. And the way that your employer knows how much to take out is by you completing a W-4. At the end of the year, when your year's over and the company has closed their books, they're going to issue you what's called a W-2. The W-2 is what you use to file your taxes. And on that W-2 is going to show your total wages that you received during the year. And on the next box, it's going to show how much taxes were withheld from your paycheck. And that taxes withheld is what the W-4 was used for. So just to recap, the W-4 is used to submit to your employer that says how much you want taxes withheld from your paycheck. And the W-2 is what your employer provides to you when at the end of the year to show how much income you earned and how much taxes were taken out. A note on the W-4, you do not submit that to the IRS. You only submit that to your employer. But your W-2, if you paper file, you do submit that to the IRS. But most cases now, people don't paper file. So you just need to keep that as a copy in the event that you ever get audited. Now let's talk about the more complicated situation. It's when you're an employer. If you're an employer, you either have employees or you have vendors that you pay money to. If you have employees, from those employees, you're going to collect a W-4, as I mentioned earlier, and you're going to use that W-4 to do the payroll for those employees. And at the end of the year, you're going to issue those employees a W-2. However, if you have non-employees, vendors that you pay money to, you should never, ever pay anyone any money without accepting a W-9 from them first. The W-9 is the vendor telling you that this is my social security number or my employer identification number, and that when you issue them money, they're going to use that to report to the IRS and state authorities that they earned that money. So as an employer, if you pay anyone $600 or more, you have to issue them what's called a 1099. And if you're not sure what a 1099 is, look at our video above where we talk all about 1099s and the different types of 1099s and when you have to file a 1099. But just to recap, if you pay anyone as an employer, any vendor, not employee, if you pay any vendor $600 or more during the year, you have to issue them a 1099. And before you issue them a 1099, you have to get some information from that person. You have to find out what their name is. You have to find out what their social security number or their EIN is, their address. And to collect that information, you need to have it in a W-9. So you want to collect that before you actually pay them. Because when it comes time to actually file the 1099, and if you go back to them and say, hey, I need your social security number or I need your EIN, it's going to be a little more difficult to collect that from them after they've been paid because there's really no incentive for them to give that to you. But if you collect the W-9 ahead of time, then you'll have that with you and you can use that to prepare your 1099. So to recap, as an employer, if you pay any non-employee $600 or more, you need to issue them a 1099. But before you actually pay that individual, you want to collect a W-9 from them that's going to outline what their name is, their EIN, and their social security number.